a fucking shit ton, and then they celebrate for a month straight. But it's I should fucking look into it. I should actually. I'd pay off my student fucking loans if I did that.
I remember looking into it and being like, "This is such an involved process. I don't even know if this is going to even work." But
dude, all you have to do is...
I fully believe that there's people that have made fuckloads of money by doing it.
All you have to do, it's literally getting the name of the company, finding out where their headquarters is, and getting an address. And then you invoice them. And if they ignore it, you can send a fucking cease and desist, and they have to fucking respond.
You'd be like, I'd rather send a paper check. Where should I send it?
That's what I was going to do. So when I was talking to the guy last week and the manager was begging me, don't send the invoice. I was going to say, like, send me $800. Send me $800 right now because otherwise I'd split that with my lawyer. Like, that's what I'd be making off of my lawyer.
I am a lawyer.
Yeah. I can't say that. I'm also not a doctor nor a financial advisor.
True.
But this one trick could
change
your life. This one side hustle could change your life forever. How about this? I'm going to take my phone off Do Not Disturb. And if we get a call tonight, I'll answer it. I do it every time we're live. Because when Q pops in, Q fucking lives for it when I'm live and I get a fucking scam call. And I just answer it and I'm like, hey, because the last one that called when I was streaming, it was like a debt fucking recovery, but it was obviously a fucking fake scam from like India. He was like, all right, so give me your credit card information. I was like, look, man, I haven't spoken to my therapist this week. I really need to get this off my chest. I have a sex toy addiction and I have bought tubs full of lube, like so much lube. And it was for fucking
the one you took
5
here
minutes.
was mad funny. Where you just like, you think I'm cute? What's up, Reg?
I'll leave it on Do Not Disturb. And if they call, I'll put on a little show for everybody.
Wow, the Saints go marching in my head right now. Oh, and the Saints go marching in.
What if I just retire and I join like a scam combatant group?
That'd be sick.
Scam busters.
Scam busters, yeah.
Honestly, the world needs that.
Join up a Kid Booga.
Hell yeah.
What's up, JB?
Hello, friends.
Really start cracking down on them.
Hello, it's me, Reggie.
The badges that came in on Discord? No, I haven't had a chance to look.
Bahays. All right, let's get this road in the show. This episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast is brought to you once again by us on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/wickedgoodgaming. You can get yourself some exclusive merch, some exclusive Discord access and perks, and a whole lot more. We've been supporting you for years, episodes upon episodes of endless entertainment for free. And if you want to support us for as little as $1, check us out on patreon.com/wickedgoodgaming. We would appreciate you. It's a completely optional but encouraged service. The podcast is never going to cost you money, but if you want to support us, if you want to show us a little extra love for giving you all the laughs and handsomeness and tenderness and sensuality that you've come to expect from Not Another Gaming Podcast week over week, check us out at patreon.com/wickedgoodgaming. But until that time, buckle up, strap yourself in, and get ready. Just slather some baby oil on yourself because it's episode 290
A lot of lube.
of Not Another Gaming Podcast.
You are now listening to the #1 gaming podcast on these internet streets. And now, Not Another Gaming Podcast with your boys, Papa Dom, Dr. Bob, and Chris P.
Yo, welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. It's your boy, Papa Dom. We're back. Episode 290. Chris's computer is already taken off. Like we're about to go international somewhere.
We'll be fine. We're already international.
Yeah, we are international.
You meant interplanetary.
Interplanetary, intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic. Dale. We're back. Episode 290. We got a jam-packed agenda today. It's been a big week. And I could not do this without my two beautiful, effervescent co-hosts. Of course, the man in the black hoodie. You know him well, Chris P. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, my friend. Thank you so much for having me this evening. It feels like fall outside right now.
It does feel like
It
fall.
has for a couple of days.
It's electric.
And, you know, normally in our neck of the woods in, you know, greater Kansas City, it, you know, the seasons are pretty short as it is, but I was not expecting summer to last 2 weeks.
What do you mean? The first day of summer was yesterday.
Yeah, I know, but it's done already.
Yeah, it was
It lasted 2 hours.
8 hours.
Yeah, it lasted 8 hours. I guess I don't have to buy Central Air this year.
Was yesterday the first official day of summer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I thought it already started.
Happy summer.
Happy summer, guys.
That's because it's been 88 plus for the last like month.
So miserable. But no, I'm happy to be here. It's your boy Chris B, the tallest and lankiest motherfucker.
Speaking of miserable, it is the human embodiment of the exact opposite. Always Bobsitive. Dr. Bob, how are you?
I'm doing great. Doing fucking lovely. Thanks.
No problem. No problem. Love you all.
Thanks, Reg, for the tier 1.
Thank you, Reg, for the sub, and hello to everybody in chat. Smooches, kisses on foreheads for all of you. Kisses on foreheads.
Every. Oh wait, can we still do the Once we hit Subtrain, we do the
Yeah.
pump it up.
Yeah.
Got to
Yeah, the
pump
scam
it
train.
up.
And I'll go
No,
like
no,
this.
the hype train. What do you mean? The hype train, not the
I'll
scam
just do
train.
kisses on the
All
forehead.
about the scam train?
Yeah. All right, folks. Let's do a little weekend recap, huh?
Oh, I thought Bob was going to say something.
No, he said he was doing fine.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Oh, that's all you're going to go with? I was honestly just trying to buy myself time to pull this up. We'll do a little weekend recap?
Yes.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Reg, thank you for the bits. Appreciate you. Bob, how was your weekend? What'd you do?
What
Did you do any video games?
Fuck did I do? Oh, I got sick eating bad Indian food this weekend.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What kind of, what like was it? What'd you get in India?
Chicken tikka masala. But
See,
it
I've
was
never had
just-
that,
so
but
bomb.
everyone like says it's fire.
It was great, but then immediately after I finished, I was like violently sick.
Like poop?
Both. So I didn't throw up, but I should have. If I did, I would have felt a lot better.
Have you ever
but I
pooped
didn't.
and thrown up at the same time?
Yeah.
Fucking,
Kidding me?
what a rush.
I've never done that.
It's your body just evacuating. It hits the emergency, that fucking red button. Everything's just,
Flush.
yeah.
It's like if you grab a water, bottle just like this, shoots out of both sides though.
Not good.
Yeah, I didn't do all that much this weekend. I streamed, I finished Metro Last Light. That game is all right. I enjoy those like very relatively linear first person shooter, like
Yeah.
it's pseudo horror. Like I got jump scared a fucking million times.
Nice to
in that
not
game.
have to think about what direction you're going.
No. Yeah. It's fucking. This is why I can't do open world games anymore. But granted, I still have a fucking million games I need to get through. I have my whole backlog fucking. I'm trying to chip away at it. I started playing Onimusha Warlords again last night. I'm more than halfway through that game. It's like a good Resident Evil clone from like the old PlayStation 2 days. Ooh, miss it. But Capcom's not going to release 2 or 3 because the remaster didn't do well for the first one. Makes me sad. Otherwise, playing Counter-Strike, Risk of Rain, Vampire Survivors, a couple of updates. I don't know what else. I think that's kind of it.
Word.
Yeah. But I do, oh my God, I'm still waiting on my fucking emulator to come in. My little Retroid Pocket 2.
You're never gonna leave bed now.
Dude, why would I
It's
ever
gonna be
want
like
to?
Grandpa Joe from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Just
Give me the
atrophy.
little hat. Give me the little hat to put on my head.
The entire body from like your like chest up. It's just like your shoulders and your fingers.
That's all you need.
That's all I need.
Yeah, you just put them in like a little. You can have a VR headset strapped in.
Someone throw hot dogs at me from my kitchen.
No, I'll just put them in like the feeding tube. I'll just put them in the blender to go through the feeding tube,
Yeah, that's fine.
and then
Right
you know,
into the ass.
Yeah, that's not how feeding tubes work. Chris.
mainlining. Chris, how was your weekend? I'm just thinking about feeding tubes. What?
It was good. I don't think I really did too much. Yeah, I don't think I did much other than grab some dinner, drink it too with the friends.
Yeah.
Shout out to friend of the program, Nicky Rowe. It was his birthday, so we, celebrated a little bit. HBD. But other than
Happy
that,
birthday.
not a whole lot. That's what I've been playing. I'm still fucking around on Black Ops 2 on Plutonium, and then Vanguard. Really, other than that, not a whole lot. Need some more to play. I think I'm gonna get back into Lost Ark. Just give myself something to kind of zone out and grind.
Lost Ark, that is actual mind off gameplay.
Oh yeah, it's so easy, but like there's just so much shit. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start playing that again.
I don't have the time for that game anymore.
I can't, no.
Especially, and then once you get to end game, it's
super grindy.
It's pay to win because you have to get your honing correct, and if you don't get the correct honing stones, your build is all fucked.
Yeah, Lobo Pete, 26 months. Scully, is that a Red Apple Ice vape? No, it's
when Pete moved out here,
watermelon
we saw him
jelly.
fucking once.
Hold on, let me see that, Chris. I can tell you right
Actually
now.
dead.
I can tell you.
I literally just
God
got
damn it.
Oh, shit. My weekend was great. I spent it with children for the most part. It was my nephew's birthday, which was great. I had my cousin's graduation. It's like graduation party, birthday season, which is fine because as long as I get invited to your backyard to like drink beers and have grilled meats, I'm complacent. So that was great. Played a lot of Destiny on Sunday, which was great. One of the most rare drops in the game dropped for me, which was great. And then
How about you uninstall Destiny and we all play Black Ops 3?
well, Ken installed Destiny today, and Steve's gonna install it tomorrow. So
I'd be down to fuck around on Black Ops 3.
I also just downloaded the Mafia Remastered Collection on Steam because all 3 games were $25. And the second one is one of my favorite games pretty much ever. The first one, I honestly barely remember the first one. But I remember it being very good.
Summer sale just started today.
Yeah. It was like fucking 60% off. And then the third one, I actually never got around to. And I was super hyped for it because it was like a modern take on gangs and like kind of the GTA formula where you have like, I think it's like a guy who comes back from the Vietnam War and he's in like Louisiana. It's like a fictional New Orleans. I don't know what their name for it is.
There's always every game has a fictional New Orleans.
Yeah, right. And then so it's like Infamous has like a fucking. It's called like New Bayou.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Or some New Crawfish, USA. But he partners up with one of the mob characters from Mafia 2, and they form their own kind of like gang to take down other factions, which is dope. So looking forward to playing that. But yeah, I was in a party with a guy. I was doing like a pickup group for this like end game content for this season in Destiny, and this dropped for me. The guy was like, "Oh fuck, like no sword again," and I was like, "Oh, I got it."
Oh, what was the name of the sword you were looking for?
And he was like,
"Is it this one,
dude? Go fuck yourself." And then he just bounced. I was like, "All right, well, I mean, we already finished it, so I mean, I didn't really need you anymore." But I was like, "Oh boy, all right, well." Yeah, he's like, I've run this like 45 times and I didn't get it. That was like my 7th time clearing.
You can only play 4 people in Destiny?
It depends on what kind of content. So you can do 3 for like the instances, and then for like multiplayer you can do up to 6, and then raids are 6 as well. So some modes are 4, some modes are 6, some modes are 3. It just depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, we could always just play Black Ops 3 instead.
I might download just Mob of the Dead just to try that out. But
Bro,
I also played
so fucking good.
what else did I play? I played something else and I can't remember now what it was. Long weekend.
Wait, Mob of the Dead was on Black Ops
2? I think, yeah, 2.
Something you guys might like
was
this weekend.
too.
I brought my like spare TV out onto the deck, hooked up Nintendo Switch Sports to it, and played on the deck. It was electric. There was a family next door. I'm screaming when I'm bowling and shit. They probably
Sounds
thought I was
unbelievable.
a psychopath. It was a good time.
That sounds unreal. Unreal.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
But let's just fucking jump right in. We got a lot of stuff going on. The gaming industry has there's a lot of weird headlines scrolling around.
No, I don't believe that for a second.
Just a lot of weird stuff.
I don't believe that.
We'll jump right into the tangibles because there's something else I want to talk about. Which is,
Sexy Sonic?
what?
I don't know.
Fine, I'll Google
I remember there was a sexy.
that
They
happened this week?
hoped Idris Elba wouldn't make Knuckles sexy. I remember that.
Yeah.
Headline.
And you know what? I watched the movie and he did.
I can
He
imagine
lied.
that.
He lied.
Yeah, I can
Knuckles is
imagine that.
like, I could see it.
Fuck material. Yeah, I
I
know.
can see it. I can see it.
I've looked up the Rule 34s.
Are they good?
Like pregnant
Some of them,
Shrek.
yeah.
There's like fan art of like pregnant Shrek
I
and
can't
like
get
Sonic
that. Stop. I don't want to think of that.
being like, I told you.
Shrek giving birth to Sonic.
It's canon until it's not. Until they show somebody else giving birth to Sonic on screen, it's canon.
Yep. Shrek is
Sadly.
Sonic's mother.
So people are getting their fucking pantsuit off by game developers left and right. Bungie apparently just settled or is in the process of settling a almost $15 million lawsuit to a cheat maker for making hacks and cheats for the game. They also partnered with Activision Blizzard earlier this year to do like a joint lawsuit against a cheat maker based in California who was making cheats for Warzone and for Destiny. And
How much is the lawsuit for?
The one that was Destiny specific was $15 million. They also just
They made more than that.
Oh, of course
That's
it
that doesn't even
Oh,
cover
of course
it.
it did. Well, no, that's exactly what they made because it was no, I'm sorry. They probably made more than that. But
Yeah.
the penalty was like $2,000 per instance, and it was downloaded like 6,700 times or something like that. So it was literally just that is the exact figure of like what they got.
okay.
Like they got hit with 6,700 counts of that penalty because it was downloaded that many times. And it was $2,000 per. So it was they definitely didn't, because I know like the Warzone ones were like $25 a day or something like that.
Yeah.
$25 a day?
Or something like that.
You get a better deal if you buy a longer subscription to it. So it could be like, $10 for 3 days or $25 for 1 day.
That's insane.
You know what I mean? Something like
Yeah.
that.
But and then Riot I know Riot had a big cheat lawsuit as well recently that was like $8 million. It's been insane. There's been, easily like over $100 million in cheats or like hack lawsuits in the last year, which is fucking wild. So I wanted to flip this over to you guys. I don't know how you feel about, obviously how we feel about cheats is one thing, but is this sustainable for cheat makers? Like, obviously there's always going to be there, but like on the scale that you would need to actually make a profit, is this even fucking sustainable where if you're making cheats for Valorant or for Warzone or for Destiny or for Fortnite or like any of these like gigantic like top 5 multiplayer games, is it even sustainable for them to continue doing that? Like, is this industry becoming crippled or like damaged beyond repair to the point where people no longer do it because of these lawsuits? Or
I think they'll continue to do it. They'll just get smarter with how they do it.
Yeah.
If you were to start selling these cheats, right, and you like whitelist your IP from whatever the website is where it's coming from, you reroute yourself a billion times. Yeah, it'll make it a little more difficult. I believe majority of them now, if not all of them, are crypto based. So yeah, you can, I guess, track their wallet and stuff like
Blockchain,
that.
baby.
Yeah, so you could check that, but like, it's like being a big time drug dealer, where you should have people working for you. So if they get caught up, you have to trust that they're not going to rat you out, but you're still making money from them, and they're also making money. So you have to take care of like your ground men that are like out there, kind of like pushing the good cheating word. So when they get caught, you'll be like, all right, like
we need like a series like The Wire, but it's like people who are peddling like hacks for Warzone.
we should do that. Honestly, I bet there's people that'll talk with like voice changes and shit.
Let's table this. We have to go to the patent office. We can shop this to like Hulu or Apple TV or something. They'll definitely
I think they'd buy.
Let's take this offline.
Yeah.
Let's take this offline.
But yeah, long story short, I don't think this is going anywhere. The ability to create a cheat now, yes, it is very, very difficult, but we're in the day and age of the internet where if you don't know how to do something, you know someone that knows how to do it. And, you cut them in a little bit, their name isn't attached to it, blah, 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 blah. And if you get smarter with the way you're doing this, and I'm not encouraging doing this, I'm just kind of thinking in the mind of a scumbag.
Yeah.
Where
No, you?
if you know you're
To Catch a Scumbag. That's what the series is going to be called. To Catch a Scumbag.
so this is how I'm thinking of things, right?
Chris is in a suit. What would you see right about
What
Like
do you-
the power hands.
So, you mind just going through these text messages?
Yeah, why don't you
How about
why don't you tell me what you meant by that?
can you press the Windows key and type in CMD for a second? So I think now that like actual figures are coming out for what people are getting sued for, cheap providers will take that into account. They'll be like, okay, well, if we're gonna get hit with $25, $100 per, we need to mix this up so we're at least breaking even if we have to pay that $15 million back.
yeah,
You take that hit. And then I'm assuming at some point you'd be like, all right, like I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore because if I get caught one more time, I'm going to jail. Your turn.
Yeah,
and
right,
that person gets a slap on the wrist. That person gets a slap on the wrist. And it kind of all just goes until they make enough to just kind of ride off into the sunset with a free couple million.
If we get knocked, I'm going to have to take the weight because with a record like yours, dog, you ain't stay upstate.
That's what I'm saying.
Tony Yayo said
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Honestly, I'm going to stop making cheats.
Thug loyalty.
Good.
You know?
I think for every
I'll
one,
edit that part out so Chris doesn't lose his job.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm dumb as shit. I don't even know how to
My
spell.
podcast statements are not a reflection of
I
my
can't
employer.
spell. You think I'm going to develop cheats?
fair point.
Chris types with one finger.
Yeah, with one eye shut too, like that.
Yeah.
I think for every one cheat manufacturer that gets sued. There are 9 others that are just completely unknown.
Right.
I think you can make statements like $15 million suing one cheat manufacturer, but like if that is the top cheat manufacturer, there are 9 others underneath it that do the exact same thing or something similar. That Jesus Christ,
Flashbang out.
that are doing something the exact same or relatively similar that are completely under the radar.
So you think if they stay okay? So here's let's make another drug dealing reference. When you are like
You be the third man down. You're not the person at the top. You're not the person at the
Yeah,
bottom.
Exactly.
Like you're in the
middle.
middle of the corner. Yeah,
You're gonna be okay because there is a bigger dog at the top they're
Yeah.
trying to catch.
Exactly.
So if you say mid tier, like you're only word of mouth. You're like,
Yep.
all right, cool. Like contact me on WhatsApp.
You get a
And
private
you don't have a website. Be
private
like, all right.
Discord channel or some shit.
Yeah. If
Slack.
you say like low key, could get away with it. And I do think it's plaguing the industry, don't get me wrong.
Oh, 100%.
And I've said this time and time again where like if someone's good at a video game, your immediate reaction is they're cheating.
Dude,
It's what you have to assume now.
so after Counter-Strike went free to play, it was rampant for months. But then they continued to update the anti-cheat software. It's been honestly very good. But like last week, out of nowhere, just fucking, we were playing a matchmaking game. Out of nowhere, like I popped off one fucking round. The kids started calling me a cheater, and I'm just better than you. That's how, as simple as it is. I'm just better than you. That's it. And then immediately the next round, the kid buys an op, and he's wall banging everybody for 2 rounds in a row, and then doesn't get a kill for like 6 more rounds after
the
that.
rage toggle.
And yeah, dude. And it's like, how is it that obvious for that short amount of a time that the anti-cheat doesn't pick it up? I've seen people get banned mid-match.
Good.
Like, we would report somebody who was aim wall hacking, and then their team would report them, and like the next round just banned that round, and then we would just fucking tie. It would be like a fucking neutral. We would say, if we're playing matchmaking ranked, fuck it, we'll tie. We'll 15-15. Nobody gets elo this game. Like, thank you for reporting that. You know?
See, but that scares me to an extent too, where there was no manual review that went into that. It's pretty much, oh my god, all these people just
Oh, I could go into. I
report
could.
this. No, I know that.
I downloaded the match. I downloaded the match because I dropped 40 fucking kills that
No,
game.
I know that.
But I can. But I can watch his POV and see those 2 rounds where he was just blatantly just jumping. Bang! Someone was fucking dead.
No, I get that, but that's not what I mean by it. I mean, like, whoever is behind the scenes there pulling the strings, banning these people, there was no way for them to really go in and be like, okay, cool, like, oh, yeah, I just saw him do it, whatever. They just got mass reported at one time. So
Yeah.
let's just trust the word and ban them. Like, I can see that being something pretty dangerous.
I think it's.
The anti-cheat should just straight up pick it up.
I think it's different though. I think if somebody gets mass reported for cheating in a match, I think that's more automatic.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a review process behind. I think that's more automatic, where it's just like, this person just got reported by 9 out of the 10 people. Him being the only person not reporting himself, he's banned the next round.
Right.
But like, for that, like they ended up kicking that kid at the end of the round. I'm not at the end of the round, at the end of the match. Probably because he stopped cheating and they were getting fucking spanked. And but still, I don't know. I always download those matches, 1, because I pop off in those ones, but 2, because I like to see their POV and see how like egregious it is. Yeah. And like I also have the what is the fucking thing that I did a whole series on
Overwatch?
on YouTube?
Overwatch.
Yeah, Overwatch, the Counter-Strike Overwatch system, where like I would review cheaters. Vast majority of them were cheaters, by the way. Some of them were just like people smurfing, like that legitimate smurfing. But like me watching those and doing a fucking series on it has shown me that I can figure out who the fuck is cheating in this game.
right.
Like, it's not that difficult.
No, it's
If somebody gets a fucking quad kill in 8 seconds in mid on Mirage, just with an op, 2 of them being wall fucking bangs, he's probably cheating.
Probably cheating. I forgot what I was just gonna say now.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't seem to me like on a massive scale like these people that are getting, I mean, I don't know. It does feel like some of these lawsuits are a little more like on the symbolic side, so that Bungie and Activision and Riot can be like, we're doing something about it, but you obviously can't catch everybody, and obviously with the rise of the blockchain and stuff like that, I mean, you can't reasonably track every single source of it, but you can continue to strengthen your own code. You can continue to like put your own like strengthen your own anti-cheat procedures. Like I would rather see that 15 mil get invested into Ricochet or
No,
you know
never
whatever
gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
or whatever it is that that like the Riot anti-cheat shit that they make you install. Like I would rather
The
see
fucking kernel software. I can't remember the name of it.
or whatever, like whatever the case may be. Like I would hope that Bungie would take the 15 mil that they're taking from that, because they said that they were caused exorbitant financial harm from it, which I don't believe.
First of all, $15 million to them
It's
is
it also
is
a free to play
nothing.
game. Like they weren't caused exorbitant financial harm from it.
Why can't we sue them for the distress and mental anguish that these cheaters have put me through?
I wonder if a game like a content creator that's hyper focused, say like Lucci, right, who's like a Warzone content creator.
Huge known cheater.
No, not even. That's all I'm saying. But like, you know, it's not.
Wait, are you saying that because he's Italian?
Yeah, and he should also be upset at Chris
get to
Pratt.
that. We'll get to that. We'll table that for a second. Go ahead.
The so if you're a full-time content creator in a certain game and the hackers are to the point where you're not able to play that game and actually, you know, provide that content that pays your bills,
Yeah.
I feel like you can make the argument, you know, like
Yeah.
Yeah, you're missing out on paid opportunity, on financial opportunities. Yeah, 100%.
You know who else misses out on financial opportunities? Italians.
Not Chris Pratt, because he's voice acting everything.
Yeah, because he's fucking voice acting everything. But don't worry,
He's also in Jurassic World Dominoes, which I heard was awful.
Bob the Boo.
But, yep, Bob the Boo.
Yeah, I heard like I was flipping through the radio station and somebody was like, "Yeah, I saw Jurassic World, the other one, the new one," and it was like there's a lot of dinosaurs and a lot of explosions, and 8-year-olds are gonna love it. And
I literally said like 3 weeks ago, the second one was fucking awful.
yeah.
So I have to attribute this to like,
When I'm listening to you, I'm gonna get a beer. Would you like one?
I'm good for now.
Chris, do you want anything from your refrigerator?
No, thank you.
So I attribute this to, have you seen the Fantastic Beasts movies?
No.
The first one, pretty good. Interesting new take on the whole Harry Potter world and, everything that's going on with it. Bunch of new characters, different plot, different things to enjoy and explore in that world. First one, great. Really enjoyed it. Second one was fucking awful because all it was setup filler to try to make like the whole trilogy of it this big fucking epic thing.
And also to retcon Johnny Depp out of it.
I mean, they should have. To be fair, they should have had Mads Mikkelsen be Grindelwald. Period. Just because Mads Mikkelsen is superior.
Yeah.
I like Johnny Depp. Don't get me wrong, but I'm also not the person fucking standing in front of a courthouse dressed up as Jack Sparrow rooting for him. Totally different.
People did that?
Yes. Are you fucking kidding
Wow,
me?
yeah, dude.
I'm not fucking taping scissors to my fingers and painting my face white.
People did that too?
It's probably,
Oh,
I
dude,
don't
yeah.
fucking know.
Come on, are you serious? You don't know this stuff?
But I will dress up as Hannibal Lecter and praise Mads Mikkelsen for the work that he does. Okay, sorry. Where the fuck was I going?
We were talking about Chris Pratt.
So Jurassic World followed the exact same formula, like ebb and flow that the Fantastic Beasts movies did. Have you seen those?
I saw the first one.
Good. A good movie. Don't watch the rest. Actually, the last one
It's
was
based on
pretty
a 20-page coffee table book, so I was like,
good. Tons of lore.
yeah,
Tons to
of
explore in it too. But the second one was awful. Just filler, trying to set up for the third one. And the third one was genuinely, I thought, was actually pretty good. I watched it
I heard
maybe
it was
2 weeks ago. Actually pretty
It
good.
was good, yeah.
So I thought that the new Jurassic World trilogy was going to be similar. First one, pretty good. Safe, followed a similar pattern to the original movies, kind of like Star Wars, right? Second one was fucking awful. Just the plot made no sense. They got off the fucking island. They brought dinosaurs back to fucking mainland like San Diego or
Isn't that
some
what
shit.
they did in The Lost World, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're trying to
okay.
recycle the
I'm
same
here.
shit
Yeah,
because
okay.
they
All
want
right.
to
I'm back.
appease nostalgic generations like us and people who just want to see big fucking dinosaurs like everybody else. And then the third one wasn't good like the third Fantastic Beasts movies, and I heard it was fucking awful, and yet it's still like the highest grossing movie in America right now.
Yeah. Because dinosaurs and explosions and guns. That's why it's because it's like
You had me at dinosaurs. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
need. I don't need anything else.
Top Gun Maverick's so fucking good though. If you haven't seen it yet, it's the best.
I'm waiting
sequel.
for that to come to like HBO.
No,
Max.
dude, go watch it. I'm just telling you,
I'm not-
please go watch it in the theater.
But I'm not
please.
that type of a like. I don't watch those movies.
It
I'm not a
doesn't-
Fast and Furious guy. I'm
No,
not
it's
any of those
so
movies.
much better than that. It's God, you gotta go see it. Honestly, you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't see it in the theater. Go see it on the biggest, loudest fucking screen.
What about this? I
Fast
have
and the Furious, I literally laughed the entire time I watched it because it's so dumb. And like a car goes off a cliff and there's a giant fucking
Vin Diesel fucking
There's a
OJ
fighter
catches
jet-
a Toyota Camry.
yeah. There's a fucking ship with a giant magnet that catches like a Lamborghini. I was watching. Me, my dad, and my brother were
that's
watching.
science. It's just science.
And
That's
we
how
were
it
just
works.
pissing our pants laughing, like audibly laughing, packed theater, like howling laughing, because it was so stupid and so many things like, it's so dumb. But Top Gun Maverick was like a roller coaster that you can watch. It was like,
What I want is for them to make it into a VR movie, and then I'll watch. Actually, I'd probably
that's what I'm saying.
fucking
Go
pass
see
out.
it.
I would pass
No,
out.
I almost passed out watching it in a fucking regular theater. Warren, Down in Front podcast, friend of the program, RIP Down in Front podcast.
I told them I'll do a little revival with them. if they ever
Warren
wanted to.
saw it in like the IMAX and the new Dolby theaters that were like, there's only 2 movies that have used it. I think it's that and Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
and Saw 8, the one that
Yeah.
I had to sit in, where the fucking chair would punch me in the spine when
chair
someone
has
was
a fucking
getting
buzzsaw
tortured.
and
Yes, it was fucking
Uh,
awful.
It's like one of 2 or 3 movies that have actually used it. And he was like, dude, I literally almost pissed my pants watching it. Cause like there are points in that movie where things are like, the entire building is shaking and the effects are so cool. It's anyway, you know who else is cool?
Chris
Pratt. So
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt, he is cool, but you know what he's not?
Hey, what do you think you're doing
walking.
casting Chris Pratt?
Hey, Luigi, I'm walking there.
Hey, don't make me get the fucking.
Who's the guy that does
So the
who is
If this is a movie,
who is Tony Soprano's nephew?
Chris
What's the actor?
Dominic.
he would know this.
It's
Who is the fucking actor for
Christopher.
nephew Christopher in Sopranos? For Christopher in The Sopranos. Michael Imperioli.
That's right.
Who the fuck do you think you are? Not casting Michael Imperioli.
Yeah.
And you cast Chris Pratt as Mario?
That's right. You ain't gonna cast one of us.
One of us?
So for Deadline, there was an interview with the CEO of Illumination, which is making the Mario movie.
I don't even want to know.
No, it's insane. So there's been concerns about Chris Pratt being Mario.
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 There's
Mario.
been against. I honestly I've been laughing about this fucking all afternoon since I wrote that blog, and I have just been giggling to myself while looking at the fucking picture. But so there've been concerns over Chris Pratt playing Mario, noted Italian, one of us.
Iconic. He's one of the iconic
Hard-working
Italians.
man.
A hardworking blue
Blue-collar gets
Italian.
his hands dirty. Have you seen the calluses?
Have you seen the dirt under the fingernails?
I've seen them. I think it's shit
Rumor
because
has
he's
it
in
he
them
works
pipes.
overtime because he doesn't want to be home with his family.
True.
His wife drives him nuts, I heard.
Wife drives him nuts.
Who wants to be around baby Mario? Kid just cries all the time.
Can't even drive a Mario Kart.
Well, he
So-
can, but he shouldn't be. He's not old
I
enough.
should have worn my tracksuit for this episode. We'll do it. It's too high. But so there was an interview for Deadline where the CEO of Illumination, whose name is Chris Melandri or something like that. It's a total fucking Ginzo name too. And he's one of us, so he gets it right. Representing for all Italian people. There have been a lot of the concerns about Chris Pratt playing Mario. Literally fucking 0 of them are, will this offend Italian people?
Who cares?
There is not a single characteristic of Mario that is less pronounced than him being Italian.
Yeah.
There's not a single fucking game where they go, Italian plumber Mario, that's how Good Morning America would describe him.
No, what's the Super
Everybody's
Mario?
favorite Italian plumber, Mario, is joining us at the Thanksgiving parade, and he fucking floats over. Mario hasn't even been described as Italian probably ever in the
I
video
don't know.
games.
First of all, if they were going to do that, what was the Switch Mario game? Odyssey.
They could have went to Italy.
Mario
If-
goes to Frank Pepe's.
If they made him when he was shirtless, they gave him some tits and pepperoni nipples
little bit of fucking
and some chest
And a
hair.
gold chain.
Okay, then
the
we
Riviera
have
beach skin.
then
Or is
we
that, like, super tan.
Like leather.
oh, fucking oiled up too. Then we have the Italian representation.
A rock hard belly.
Just like a fucking boulders in there, like a Goron.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Chris doesn't know what a Goron
That's
is.
my final form.
So is it confirmed that Mario's Italian?
No, yeah, he's definitely
He's
Italian.
definitely Italian.
Both of his names are Mario. And
Yeah, his
like,
name's Mario Mario.
The only, literally the only mediums in which they address him being Italian are like the live action ones, which is like the Super Mario Brothers show, him and Luigi live in
Classic.
like an apartment in Brooklyn, R.I.P. Captain Lou Albano, who's another Albano, you know? Fucking hey, don't give me a...
Fucking
they live in,
John
like, an apartment in Brooklyn
John
next to Costa.
Leguizamo.
Yeah, John Leguizamo
Playing Luigi.
Yeah, Luigi Mario. That's the only mediums in which they fucking address him being Italian. They don't even need to do that in the movie. That's literally nobody. Nobody's like, oh fuck, like Chris Pratt's not Italian enough to play Mario.
Yeah, just play Mario. It's
So
a
in this-
fictional
Bob,
character.
Bob Hoskins wasn't Italian enough to play Mario. He was the perfect Mario.
Yeah, he was the perfect Mario.
There is
So
no better. There's no better
The
Mario.
CEO of Illumination thinks that that's what everybody's primary concern is. So he said in an interview to Deadline, you know, I know that there's a lot of people concerned about Pratt.
There are.
Also, he's described in the fucking interview. And he goes, Pratt, a non-Italian. And I was fucking pissing my pants. And he goes, I know a lot of people are concerned about Chris Pratt playing Mario, but don't worry. As an Italian myself, I feel like I'm qualified to say that I don't think that he'll offend any Italians or Italian Americans.
Okay.
I was literally like, my fucking cheeks were like up here, like because I had like the biggest shitty grin.
He's one of those fake. He's one of the fake Italians. He's one of the fake Italians who never went into a deli, never got yelled at by the people behind the counter.
get fucking
You
screamed
know
at
for a fact he's a fake Italian because every real Italian knows the best way to engage with. I tweeted this. The best way to engage with Italians is to offend them unrelentingly.
100%.
Just you want to make me watch this fucking movie? Make fun of my people.
Yeah, right.
Make fun. Call us
Why do you
fucking
think
grease balls.
Yeah.
Tell me I have an oily forehead and I had acne as a fucking adolescent. I still have the
years
scars on my back. You know?
6 years old.
What if it's an opening scene? It's Chris Pratt who plays Mario. Looks at Wario.
He goes to the Mushroom Kingdom and he doesn't have papers.
He looks at Wario and goes, "Hey, how you doing, you fat fuck?"
Best movie of the year.
Yeah, it would be incredible.
Best picture.
I can't get over how many times that you had to say like people were voicing their concern.
There's no concerns.
Get a job.
There's
Why
no
would you
concerns.
concern?
If
There's
you
no
read
concerns.
it's only one paragraph in the interview because they talk about all their other movies that are coming out because they have like 10 movies a year. But he's like, I'm pretty sure the Italian Americans and the Italians, like, I think we'll be okay or whatever. Like, they're not going to be offended by Chris Pratt's performance.
How about this?
That
Let
is
us
not
let us
what
get
people are concerned about.
How about this? Send us an early viewing. Okay.
Yeah. Send
We'll
us to
be
the premiere.
we'll be your test audience and we'll tell you. How
We'll
about
be
that?
in the at the premiere in velour tracksuits, and we'll tell you. I'm gonna go to the movies. I'm gonna get a $45 bucket of popcorn, empty it out, put some fucking lasagna, spaghetti, and meatballs in there.
Better yet, let's take this back to the homeland. Let's fucking get a screening in Naples, Italy, right? Let us plaster a fucking projector on the side of a wall on a beach somewhere in Naples.
That's right.
Let's take this to the homeland.
Illumination.
we
If
did
you
it-
really don't hate Italians, then you do this.
Then you would do
You
this.
would let us do a viewing at New Deal Deli.
You let us do it at Bianchi's on the beach.
That-
Hey.
I mean,
That'd be cool.
So
probably.
Sandcastle week.
True.
100%. Oh my god, yeah. So yeah, I don't think anybody's going to, except for me now, is going there draped in an Italian flag with like a tracksuit on, 20 gold chains, bringing all 45 members of my immediate family to the movie theater to see like the definitive film for Italian Americans.
I need you to do that now for content.
100% is what I'm doing.
Show up.
There's
with
no
a-
question. I'm going there with eggplant palm and a little Sabella's plastic tray in a tracksuit, and I'm gonna be going like this the entire movie every time something goes wrong. Yeah, like Bowser is gonna like knock Mario off a platform or something. I'm gonna be like, oh! Bowser, noted non-Italian.
Confirmed.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna read the quote for you because I I was like laughing I don't think I've laughed this hard at something dead serious in a very long time.
It doesn't need to be this serious.
No,
That's the problem.
But it is, and that's what makes it so good. It's like this fucking thing. Yeah. So the quote was, "When people hear Chris Pratt's performance, the criticism will evaporate. Maybe, but not entirely, because people love to voice their opinions as they should. I'm not sure this is the smartest defense, but as a person who has Italian-American heritage, I feel as though I can make the decision without worrying about offending Italians or Italian-Americans. I think we're going to be just fine." Like, as though that is the fucking primary concern about this film, is that Mario is not going to offend us.
What's your next 3 words after you put that quote?
Hey, oh, hey! But our fellow Italian, Chrissy Mel from the East Side, tells us not to worry, so why should we worry? They better not say the word guinea in this movie, because that's...
I'll snap.
Yeah, 100%. We call each other guineas, but like...
Don't get it fucked up. Like, I know I look like I'm German, but you know the last name.
Right. 100%. I mean, I don't know. I also loaded that... Like, if somebody read that and, like, wasn't Italian and had no fucking idea, like, about our brand, I'm pretty sure somebody would be like, Wicked Good Gaming uses multiple Italian slurs in plug, because I used all of them.
Did you?
We
I was
can't.
like, I'm going to bring a bunch of wops into the movie.
You gotta first of all, you gotta buy your popcorn with a fucking wad of cash with an elastic band rolled around it.
And you got to flip through literally 80.
Yeah.
80 bills
to get to the
ones.
ones, yeah. To get to the ones. Exactly. I'm pretty sure when I saw Reg at PAX, I was like, "What's up, you fucking guinea?" I mean, we just know. We just know. We're so offensive to each other, we don't even call Reggie by his real name.
Yeah, that is so offensive.
And he has the most Italian name out of all of them.
It's his real name.
Yeah, no, his real name's Reggie. It's canon now.
I think he was like, no, my name is okay,
yeah.
Reg.
Yeah,
No, his name's Marco.
Yeah, I know.
But his real name is
Whoa,
Reggie.
whoa, you put the guy's government out there. Hold on.
Who the fuck knows his?
He goes, "It's not my real name."
It's your real
Yeah,
name.
is it? Isn't it though? But no, yeah. If we walked into like Reggie's grandmother's house and we were like, "Hey, Reggie," she'd be like, "What the fuck?"
With these guys, you're in the right house. You should bring a fat, like LD just said, bring a whole ass antipasto, a tray of chicken parm, and a jug of walk in with a fat jug of Colorasi.
Reggie Pecorino Romano. That's what his name is.
I'll wear my fucking Bobby Rossi or whatever the fucking Carlo Bobby or whatever it was.
Wait, we gotta make those shirts.
Did we
I
not?
don't think we ever printed them. I still have them on there. All I gotta do is hit publish. I'll send them to Bricky. We'll get them on the nice stuff. We'll get them on the nice linen. On the nice linen.
We get okay. So if we need to do one for all 3 of us. We'll do Carlo Bobby for me. We'll do
a nice little.
We'll do Chris off the perk. We'll do fucking. We'll do Big Bird off the perk, and then we're gonna do one for you.
I can't wait for my family to ask what my shirt is. Yeah.
Hey, so what lighthearted joke is yours, Chris? And it's just a fucked up Big Bird.
Yeah, my Big Bird took a Percocet.
Off a bean, drooling on himself at a kid's birthday party. So yeah, this was Gabagool Gaming News, and dude, I just couldn't believe it, because there's been like a couple of different actual like concerns of Chris Pratt, but the fact that he's like in just everything, and he's just kind of like a generic.
What I think is the most ridiculous one is the people who are like, he's religious. Why is he doing all of these movies? Let the guy fucking act. Let him do his fucking job.
I mean, if they're gonna get mad about Chris Pratt doing everything and then playing Mario, they should have had The Rock just do it.
100%.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't think, and again, the point of this is not that he's not Italian and he shouldn't play
Yeah, I don't
Mario.
give a fuck.
Acting is when you play somebody that you're not.
Yeah.
So
That is literally the job.
Yeah. LD said, "You shall only refer to me as Tony Meatballs during viewing."
Tony Meatballs.
Tony Meatballs.
No, we have to give you a name. We got to give you like something with like what's like 2 Italian words like that L and D.
Like
Lasagna.
Larry
DeNose.
Larry did.
The Rock will be playing Luigi. Yeah, that's confirmed. You heard that here first on Not Another Gaming Podcast.
Wait, who the fuck is playing
Luigi
I
Di
don't remember.
Pasquale, Reggie goes.
I feel like we know someone with that name.
We 100%
I definitely know somebody with that last name. I went to
went
high school with.
Luigi Di Pasquale. Oh my fucking god! Yeah. So, and you know what? This is why
That's
you guys.
fucking so
That's
good.
so good.
Holy shit.
LD, change your name in Discord to Luigi Di Pasquale, or I'm gonna do it.
Or I'm gonna too.
I'm pretty sure I can assign nicknames in Discord, so
That's so
I'm
good.
gonna have to look at that. But yeah, no. So we're all going as a family to see the Super Mario movie in tracksuits, and we're bringing a big antipasto with us. But yeah, I just I don't know. That was just fucking hilarious. And you know what's great about that topic is that nobody else can fucking report on this the way we can. So there's just nobody else.
No, every other website is like, I agree. I think this is good that it won't offend Italian Americans.
Yeah, I think this is really good. They're a very marginalized people.
Excuse me, do you mind just holding that cup under my ass so I can fart into it and sniff it afterwards?
And then you have Dom dropping every fucking Italian slur in the world.
Yeah, again, this is how we get along. This is when we, this is how we get to know each other.
I don't think
Chris calls me on like a Friday and it was something fucking greaseball. I'm like, all right.
I mean, everyone we know, like that we're close with, has a vowel at the end of their name.
Yeah.
Literally, like all my
Yeah.
best friends do, besides one who the kid's a mutt. But
Well, yeah. That
You think we'll get
happens.
DMCA'd if I play this? It
Yes.
should be our new Hype Train song. I'm just saying.
Just check to see if it's in public domain yet.
It has to be. It's got to be 100 years old, right? The
Check.
original definitely is. Let me see. Who owns it? RCA? Sony Music?
Yeah,
Sony?
we'll
There's
get
some
you.
dogs.
All right, never mind.
Send the fucking pit bulls after us.
Good. It's another Italian joke.
What if Chris Pratt walks into a deli, the first scene in Mario,
Gets
and,
snuffed.
and orders an Italian sub with mayo on it?
I don't.
Pops.
I don't like Italian subs. I'll
I
be the
literally
first one to
call
say
that
it.
You
Yeah.
know,
I don't like Italian subs.
I would like do anything in my power to get that motion picture taken out of the movie.
He
Also
he
don't like
no
mayo.
hot. You got no huts.
No hots,
only
extra
tomato,
lettuce
and extra lettuce and
and
mayo.
mayo.
And he substitute the provolone for American.
Oh God! And he's like, "Yep, this is my favorite Subway." No, know what they're gonna do? I hate to do this, but you're gonna put the tinfoil hat on. They're gonna have a fucking special Subway promotion for the Mario movie, and it's gonna be like an Italian sub. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It'll be a special Super Mario Italian sub from Subway, and Chris
Or like
Pratt's
Jersey
gonna
Mike's,
fucking-
or like Jersey Mike's, or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
It's gonna.
yeah.
There's no fucking doubt in my mind that he doesn't walk into like a Jersey Mike's or a fucking Subway or whatever, and it's like, hey, I'm Chris Pratt, and here's like the signature Italian authentic.
If they do
sub.
that, I'll go into my local Subway, order a foot-long Italian herbs and cheese, just the roll, take a shit on it.
Just the roll.
Honestly, I have a friend who his family was having a cookout and someone brought like cold cuts and whatnot.
Yeah.
And he didn't like the bread that was there, so he drove around the corner to Subway
Good, thank you.
and bought just a sub roll, and they had to charge him the price of an actual sandwich because they had no other price for it. So he paid $12 for a roll.
Yeah. I mean, that's unbelievable.
And it's Romano.
it's also not even. Is it really?
Yes.
Oh my fucking God. Jesus Christ. But yeah, the good thing is that us fucking guineas won't get offended or triggered by a fictional Italian plumber who traverses through fictional pipes to fight a turtle who kidnaps his girlfriend. So if that doesn't scream authentic Italian cinema experience, I don't know what is. So also somebody got in trouble or like canceled or something for saying guinea, but we've been saying that our whole lives.
I think that's
My uncle
okay.
calls people guineas.
I don't know if I have the pass because I'm like half.
You're fine. You're fine. I'm surprised that hasn't turned back into
They're good.
flops
I
yet.
like England.
You haven't had one
love
since 2 years ago when Chris bought those.
No,
No,
those have
Pete
been
just
there
said
for
these
like,
are pretty new.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've been there for like a week and a half.
Oh, that's good. You guys want to listen to some voicemails?
Yeah.
617-701-7678. Leave us a voicemail and tell us your favorite Italian cold cut. First voicemail. Here we go.
Bob got me thinking last week, talking about games preservation and how important that is to us.
Emulation, baby.
I really feel like it's a market that none of the companies have really delved into. You have Nintendo that offers the NES and the SNES Plus with your Nintendo Online subscription, but I wonder why companies don't spend resources to let people have access to their past games libraries. I wonder if you guys could weigh in your thoughts on how they could implement like a historic library, like you buy some kind of PlayStation player that would allow you to have access to like all the titles gamers and offer that to people and how they would implement it. That would be great. I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Coleman.
I'm pretty sure it would require like emulation onto physical servers somewhere.
yeah.
I'm almost positive that's how it would have to work. From what I recall, Brian Altano was doing a lot of like games preservation stuff for a while.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure if I would assume he's still doing it. And honestly, I would love to like reach out to him to see how I could assist in it. I would love to be a part of something like that. Like, I genuinely think games preservation is one of the more important aspects of our industry that people overlook every single day.
Yeah.
But I think the problem stems from those older, like, heritage generation, like, consoles, like the vintage consoles. You would have to find a way to take the coding of that cartridge, you know, cartridge-based systems, for one, you would have to get that coding and put it into an emulation, which I guarantee already exists somewhere. But then you would have to store that somewhere on a physical database on a server somewhere. You'd have to store that on a physical database somewhere so that people could access that database. Yep. So, for example, say they're out in San Diego or wherever fucking the IGN headquarters is. I don't remember. They decide to set up shop there. They build physical server spaces. They put the emulation, like, to do it legally, you would have to get the, you know, thumbs up from like Sony. Yeah. You'd have to get it from the copyright holders, the rights holders, to then put that emulation on that server. And then from there, say if you lived on the East Coast, which we don't, you would have to ping to that. So you would have to be streaming the service essentially.
Right.
You would not be able, it wouldn't be like you were playing a fucking straight like N64 game.
Yep.
There would be input lag. Like, you would have to do frame skipping, shit like that, just to make it work. But yeah, I mean, it has to live somewhere physically for something like that to occur. Yep. And that would require server space. It would require rights to be at least acknowledged by the copyright owners. And that's like the biggest problem with it. Like, who the fuck owns the Excite Bike IP? Like, who knows? I'm sure like fucking people know. No, but I mean, even like the publisher, like Nintendo would have to approve it, then the publisher would have to approve it. Right. And, you know, that many fucking hoops you got to jump through is a pain in the ass, one, and then you have to pay for the server space. So my genuine opinion is, if games preservation is going to be a real thing, which I think it should be, somebody needs to create like a museum, a fucking historical representation of, you know, the video game industry from its birth to now. Yeah. And then in that foundation, you have like some form of society that builds around it. That, you know, you can house servers that holds these emulations, holds all the ROMs, and then charge people $15 a month, $10 a month to be a member of that, so they can access those emulations.
Yeah, and new ones that are added.
And then as long as you're getting the okay from the copyright holders, from the IP holders, from Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, as long as you're getting the okay from all of them, it's essentially like a streaming service at that point. It's like Spotify. Like, how much do you think somebody makes off a song on Spotify? It's like a tenth of a penny. Yeah. But if you're doing that and you're getting right? Like, you give fucking, instead of that being a tenth of a penny, it's 10 cents to the copyright holder every time somebody logs in and plays that game.
Right. I would 100% play that. That would be cool. Especially if it was like, I mean, and I don't know, this would be pretty difficult, but like if it was, you know, developer or publisher agnostic, if that could be like a Spotify for game streaming, like for vintage games and stuff like that, where like you could actually benefit, you know, the publisher and stuff like that. But I mean, that's never going to happen. But
I think the only way it could happen is if there's like you know how there's like national park systems, and like national museum systems. I think that's the only way it could logistically ever happen. Right. Like, there's a national video game history museum or something like that. Like a national video game history museum that has a national preservation wing to it.
That'd be sick.
It's the only way I can ever see something like that happening.
Hi, Nora.
I know.
Hey, Nora.
How are you?
I would love, dude. I would fucking. Let me be the curator. Let me be the fucking curator. I'll fucking
Little monocle.
fuck the Museum of Science. Let me run this shit.
You telling the wrong people, my boy. You got to find people that have museums.
I'll vote you in. I'll vote you in. Next voicemail. Here we go.
What is up, WGG fam, WGG founding fathers? It's your boy JV Genesis calling with another weekly voicemail. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. My question for you guys is, if you could choose one of your IRL RPG D&D type stats, which do you think is your best? And then if you could roll to upgrade another stat, what would you choose? Which one of those?
Oh wow, that's a great question. Actually, first of all, happy birthday, Tiggy.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Tiggy.
Tig. Say fuck the Museum of Science to my face. I dare you. All
Fuck the Museum of Science. We're making a museum of video game history.
Nora's gonna. Well, we're all going on Nora's bachelorette party when she comes.
I
up
took
there.
such a fat shit at the Museum of Science when I was younger.
Oh, I
fought the
definitely
toilet.
have. I definitely have
I
too.
was so scared too
Why?
because I was there on a field trip and I thought everyone was going to
Cares.
see it.
So your D&D stats, Chris, I know you probably don't remember, but the 6 core stats are strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, charisma, and wisdom. If you want to break down on any of those, I got a great analogy. So the question was, which do you think is your strongest, right? And then which would you want to improve, or do you think you need to improve? So
My strongest is probably charisma. You know, I think I'm pretty charismatic. And then the one I would have to roll for is probably intelligence.
feel that.
You would think I would say strength. No, it's intelligence.
Feel that.
But it's like the 16-14,
Yeah.
difference. Yeah, it would definitely be. I would like to consider myself to be an intellectual. An intellectual.
You know a couple things about a couple things.
I know some stuff.
Yeah.
And then my role would 100% have to be dexterity. It's actually between dexterity and charisma. Those are probably my 2 lowest stats.
I would say probably
Your
charisma.
charisma's like -3.
Charisma or like Constitution would be mine.
Oh, hold on. Constitution.
Constitution is your dump stat. It's your fucking
Constitution's
-3.
What's
Constitution is like your stomach. Like you.
Like, do you get sick?
in D&D?
Oh, that's probably my strongest one. I can eat a fucking shoe with ranch on it and be fine.
Yeah, your Constitution is like, could you eat like rotten food or whatever?
No, I can't.
Bob thinks about chicken and he fucking gets nauseous. So, I'd say like my Constitution or my Charisma are probably my strongest. I would say Constitution because I can eat things that are like really spicy. I can drink a lot without getting drunk. I will literally eat anything. So I'd say Constitution. I can definitely withstand a lot. I rarely get sick. Charisma definitely a close second, if not tied. But thank you, Reg, for the compliment. Being to Dom's strongest definitely has to be Charisma. I mean,
What do you guys think mine would be? Help me.
my dump stat, I feel like, is probably Wisdom, because I feel like I definitely like run across the street without looking both ways way too many times in my life. Wisdom is like common sense. So, I mean, I feel like as much as stuff just comes to me naturally, actually, it took me like fucking 8 years to get a degree, so maybe it's just intelligence. I fucking took Algebra 1 4 times in high school, so I take all that back. It's intelligence. I actually do have really good street smarts.
I was taking senior level physics as a freshman in college.
Yeah. No, I should have
I was
made
taking algebra as a freshman in college.
The high school algebra.
Yeah,
Algebra A.
I almost failed.
I took Algebra A fucking 4 times, all 4 years of college. They were like, oh, just fucking try it again.
You might get them next time.
I was fucking 22 learning PEMDAS.
Yeah, that's all we got.
Chris has to roll every time he has to spell a 5-letter word.
That's a fucking sick one, Pete, you loser.
Holy fucking shit. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord Almighty. Thank you for the voicemail. 617-701-7678. Leave us a voicemail for the next episode, and we'll listen to it live on the show. Let's land that fucking train. Big Wicked Good Gaming suck it to the Golden State Warriors for the 4th week in a row. I don't care that you won. I still hate you. But no, GG's to all the Golden State fans. I'm salty, but I'll own it.
What are you gonna do?
What a fucking dog shit weekend that was. This weekend sucked. Terrible. So I hope you guys all enjoyed your fucking victory, Bears. And I think Juju went to the parade. So shout out to Juju. I hope he had a great time at the parade.
So suck it, Juju.
I hope he got some fucking shampoo in his eyes later, though. But yes, I'm mad. Of course I'm fucking mad. But the Celtics are the best young core in the NBA, and we'll be back. We're going to win the fucking chip next year. Banner 18, fucking book it. And Big Wicked Gaming, send it. And shout out to, I know Nora came out of stream retirement, which is great. So
Congrats. Welcome
big shout out
back.
to Nora. Also, big shout out to Nora for her engagement.
Big congrats. Didn't we do a congratulations when we found
I
out?
don't think we did we?
I could have sworn
Nora
we did.
wasn't in here, so I don't think we did.
Nah, maybe not.
No, we're fair weather fans, Nora. Sorry.
Damn. Says you.
But big shout out to her. And also, one thing I do want to point out, because I'm so curious as to what he said. Juju was definitely talking mad shit in the Discord and then deleted all of it. He was like hammered, and I woke up, I went to bed so fucking mad. It was like midnight. There's nothing worse than fucking going to bed at midnight when your team lost and the game just ended. The confetti's falling and shit. And I was like, all right, GG's, like, it fucking sucks. I'm going to bed. And I don't know what Juju said to me. I guess it was probably just to me. But I woke up to a message in the Discord at like 8 in the morning, and he was like, I deleted all that. Sorry, I was so drunk. And I was like, I want to know what you said so bad. I deserved it.
You can definitely go back and check.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll have to go back and see.
There's ways to go back.
He was like,
for
damn,
us,
my bad.
For us at least, we can go back and check.
He was like, damn, my bad. I was like hammered when I said that. And I was like, no, wait, repost it. I want to see what you said.
I saw what he called you.
What was it?
Fat greaseball.
It's on my fucking tombstone. Who cares?
I got that tattooed on my back. What do you mean?
But yeah, shout out to you, Nora. Congratulations on the engagement and on to the return to streaming. Congrats on the love.
Congrats on the love, Nora.
Yeah, big congrats on the love. And yeah, that's all I got. Chris, what do you got?
Nothing. Give us your money on Patreon, you fucking cheap pricks.
Bob, what do you got?
Big Wicked Gaming suck it to Indian food.
Indian food is so mad here in this.
Dude,
It's like the Arthur meme.
dude, I have been struggling to just get back to a neutral state.
Jesus Christ.
No, like, I'm not even saying like bowel wise. I'm talking like physically,
Mentally?
Physically. I was in bed for like 2 days afterwards. That's how sick I got off of it.
Side note, I said, give us your money, you cheap pricks, and we lost a bunch of viewers. Damn, who's phony?
You
Who's
said the
fake?
word. You said the word prick.
Do I have any send its? I don't fucking know. To you guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning
Mario.
in. Watch us on fucking YouTube once in a while, huh?
Mario.
Big Wicked Gaming. Shout out to Chris Pratt, our adopted Italian cousin, Chris Pratt.
Yeah, so give us your money on Patreon, patreon.com/wickedgoodgaming. Thank you so much for listening to episode 290 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. If you're one of our valued patrons, we will see you at Not Another Gaming Podcast last call right now. But for the rest of you, we love you so much, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.